Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For the support of Oracle cards this time around, the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. All right. All right. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that things are going to go better than you expect. Because I'm getting a situation starting with the Ace of Coins, which usually seems pretty good. And it's not that it's bad, don't get me wrong, but when I'm connecting it to your energy, it's stable, it's lucrative, it's good in that sense. But I almost feel like it's just like it's the same. I don't know. It just feels a little lackluster, kind of like you're just not seeing as, I don't know. You're just too used to it. It just seems like it's always the same thing. Things just seem to be going the same way. Time's just dragging on. It's good, and it really. I feel like if you looked at it, you'd be like, yeah, no, it's really good. But I just feel it's kind of like there's no boom pop zow, whatever you want to call it. There's just no spark to it for you, is what I'm getting. But it's good, and you're not walking away from it. Don't get me wrong. But it's just kind of the same old routine. Blah 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 blah. Not bad at all. So somebody seems to be catching on that maybe you're a little bored, or at the very least, somebody thinks you are. It may be even like a situation that's it's not that exciting, but you're used to it and you're not complaining about it. Like, no, it's cool, it's good, no complaints. I almost feel like you might be in that boat. No complaints, it's good. But somebody else is thinking, you know, you could use a little bit more fun. And I feel like they're trying to. I feel like they're also bored, to be honest. It's midnight in Trick or Treat. The Trick or Treat does have a little bit of mischief to it, and it does say mischief in play. And the other one says the most magical hour of all. Well, we'll see. And I'm not one to read cards just based on whatever meaning's on them, but I figure I'll at least read them to you. That midnight one, this one, I feel like someone's bored, and they're just like, you know what? You look like you're bored, and I'm a little bored. So maybe we could shake things up a little bit. Somebody's just having fun, and they're just having like a fun time with it. I just feel like it's a fun thing. It's not bad. Like this says mischief in play. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I view mischief as a little bit more nefarious sometimes when I use that word, but and I don't feel like it's bad. I just feel like they're bored, and they're just kind of like time is dragging. I'm just gonna spice this up a little bit. I'm just gonna have a little fun. Maybe mischief is more fitting than I'm giving it credit for. They throw you off balance. Like, I feel like they throw a monkey wrench into stuff. I feel like their moment of mischief and just having a little fun, maybe I'm not giving mischief enough credit because it's throwing things off a little bit. It's just, I feel like it's almost like, for example, at 10 o'clock in the day, maybe this person shows up with this package and it happens every day. It's just blah, 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 blah. Well, they do something to where you can't be there to get that package. So that's the start of it. But then that leads into like a comedy of errors. I just feel like one little thing, you know, rolls into this, rolls into the next, rolls into the next, and I just feel like it's like a domino effect. The tower is telling me this is not fun at first, because at first you're just kind of like, no, I need to get that. No, I need to be there for that. Oh my god, now I got to fix this. No, now I got to fix that. Because I feel like it's not fun at first. The tower is hitting, and I feel like it's shaking things up, but you're not enjoying it at first. You're just kind of like, no. This isn't the type of excitement I'm looking for. But I get that you bring it back around. Like, within the day, I'm going to say you have it back on point. Everything's taken care of, and you're just like, what happened? What is going on? And you find the mischief maker. And I'm getting this Hierophant. Like, they didn't mean for it to go that crazy. And they are, like, nothing went so far out of whack that anything is damaged. But I feel like they made sure that everything else was taken care of. They did cover your back, because I feel like part of them was like, oh boy, you're gonna be mad at me when you figure out what I did. So they tried to like cover their own butt by making sure every other thing you would have to take care of, they made sure that didn't fall through the cracks. Because I'm getting the Hierophant here. This person does have a high level of responsibility, and they do seem to honor that. So I'm getting this comeback around, and I figure the way it's feeling is you're figuring out what happened and why they did it, and like you're like, all right, I understand you like to have a little bit of fun, but you know, don't do that again. No. And you got the Ten of Cups with the Two of Cups. I feel like this is like a wake-up call to you about, you know, I need to change things up a little bit. Somebody else can get that package at 10 o'clock in the morning. Who can I move into that position? I need to move things around. Things are just a bit stale. And I feel like you're working with other people. You're not the only person that thinks things are getting a bit stale. And I'm getting, this is inspiring you to like, all right, I get, people are starting to get bored. This is actually going to lead to more mischief, I'm having a feeling. So instead of waiting for more mischief to, you know, throw things off, how about I just mix things up in a acceptable way, in a responsible way, so nothing falls through the cracks and people can do different things. Maybe we can put a little bit more life in this situation and move people around a bit. Because I feel like that's the Ten of Cups with the Two of Cups. You're like, you know what? Shaking things up is not bad in certain context. And I feel like there's a lot of, like, I feel like people are really excited about this. Like, you seem to be exciting people with this. Judgment goes in your favor. Judgment does go in your favor. But I'm seeing, like, it's almost like other people are kind of, like, pushing back on you a little bit. I'm getting some worry here, oddly enough. You're just kind of like, let's mix things up. Let's have other people do other things. Let's change this over here. Let's change that over there. You're changing things up because you know people are getting bored. And you're like, I don't want people creating more mischief. I want things to keep going stably. And I think, you know, maybe we could breathe some more life, some new life, some more excitement into this situation and make it better. There's pushback here. There's pushback. People around you. There's people who actually enjoy the rut. Is that what I want to say? Because it feels like it's in a rut to me. There's people who actually enjoy things being very static, very predictable, very every day it's the same thing. There are people who enjoy that. I mean, I don't think that's good nor bad. It's just some people enjoy that. Sometimes it serves people, sometimes it doesn't. That energy you're coming up against, though. And you got Judgment in your favor, like it's going to go your way. The Wheel of Fortune is turning because you need these people to be on board. But then you got this, it's called Graveyard. I feel like you're literally kind of like, you're calming fears. I feel like you have to calm fears. People are just kind of like, oh no, this has been going so well. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. I feel like you're just having to deal with the situation and you're having to almost help people grieve over it is what I'm getting. It says unnecessary fear. I kind of feel that fits here. I kind of do. I feel like people are seeing things worse than they actually are. People are just not dealing well because you're making a change. The wheel is turning. It's a change. It's definitely a change. Now this last card where this is going into, I like this card. It's called the Underworld. It says where all things pause and begin again. And, you know, I just read cards the way I'm feeling from them. I feel like this is, the farther it goes, the better it gets. I feel like even the naysayers, the people who like their rut, which is not bad, it's understandable, they're getting a new one, they're getting a new rut. They're just getting a new one to get used to. I'm getting there's a lot of improvement here. The trick is with this, because I'm getting that sweet flavor with this, and like, changes moving forward, I feel like you can see, like, who are these people that like their rut? Who likes their rut? Because I feel like you can work with that. Kind of like, all right, these certain people like their rut. So I need to create a degree for them. A degree of, like, where they can just stay in their own line, stay in their own lane, because that's what they want. That's what they want to do. I feel like you can work with that to a degree. I don't feel like you really want to just create a rut for them that they can just exist in permanently, but like a degree to where they can have that stable point to always hold on to, so that like there is some change they're going to have to deal with, some change around them, but there's always that main core they can hold to where they feel very strong, they feel very secure. Even every now and then I feel like you're going to have to change that up. But identifying those people who like the stability and the same thing over and over and over again, that's going to make things easier for you. Because like I feel like, you know, even if 9 times out of 10 other people are changing and they're staying mostly, not completely, but mostly the same, like that 1 time out of 10 they need to also be changing along with everybody else. And I feel like as long as you allow them the repetition to stay the same, okay, your turn to change. Going forward, I feel like you can manage this better, you can get more out of this situation. I feel like that's a big piece of this. Identifying, like this time around, they need to change. But identifying that and like keeping a note somehow, just keeping a note for yourself and allowing them, at least the core of what they do, to stay the same. Okay, no, you need to change with everybody else. All right, no, I'll let you stay the same. All right, let's stay the same again, maybe one more time. Okay, we're going to change again. Something like that. Because I feel like those people will see that. You'll get a tremendous amount of loyalty from that. It'll serve you. It'll serve them. People around you will understand. It's like you're being accommodating as best you can, but it's serving a purpose. It's serving you. I feel like that's a great thing. All right, I do feel we got to the end of this. I think I'm just kind of blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to let it go. So thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.